Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. Just an update, still not finishing that build yet, but I wanted to give you an update on how things are going because I know a lot of you are concerned and praying, and I appreciate that. Currently it is 7 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, probably about 2 hours before this video goes out. I have lost track of my days. Um, I forgot that today was Tuesday. Things are still moving where we're at. Um, a lot of help has come. A lot of donations have come. If you've never been in a town that's been hit with a disaster, I'll tell you how it works, or at least at least how it's working here anyway. Um, Everybody from the four corners of the United States wants to bring donations, and that's awesome. But then they get upset whenever you tell them that we can't use them. And it's not that we can't use the donations, it's that this is a small town. We don't have places to put all of the donations. So if you're thinking about, hey, we can load up 5 trailers and bring them to this town, hold off. We don't have room for it right now. In 2 months, we're going to need them. Everyone I've talked to said that this is going to be a 6 month to a year just to get back to some resemblance of normal. But what I've learned after only being in this area for a year is that these people here are resilient. Um, when it came time to clean up the roads, anybody who lived in this area that had a piece of machinery was out getting it done before anybody from the government ever showed up. So for that, I'm glad to see that. Um, this is different. I've never lived through anything. I've lived through some really bizarre things in my life. I've lived through a train derailment. There's a couple of you guys watching that were there with me in that town. I've lived through a train derailment. I know how to deal with that. I've gone to bed, Chris, up in Warren County, Pennsylvania. You know this. I've gone to bed at night with the grass was green and woke up with 2 feet of snow on the ground. I know what to do for that. I know how to handle that. This is a different animal altogether. Um, but things are still moving. Lots of help is in place. Um, Organization called Samaritan's Purse is now residing in the church that I serve, and they are an amazing organization. It's amazing the work that they're doing, and I'm glad that they're there. So we did have church, a church service on Sunday. It was a little bit different, but mostly we just needed to get people back together so they could hug each other. So I'm hoping maybe next week's video, I might actually get back out here and finish this build that I'm working on, especially given that it's for a jigsaw puzzle, which could come in really handy right now because we still don't have internet, and we have electricity back, obviously, still don't have water. The water treatment plant got flooded, the sewage treatment plant got flooded, and they're working on that. Good news is garbage got picked up yesterday, so that's awesome. But I do greatly appreciate everybody's prayers. I will ask that you continue to pray. Daniel, I think it was you that asked specifically what town I'm in. I am in Burnsville, North Carolina. It's in Yancey County, not too far from Asheville. All of the news coverage is covering Asheville. We're about an hour or so north of Asheville, north and a little bit west. But I appreciate all your prayers. Please continue to pray for this western North Carolina altogether. And now the news is saying that there's another hurricane about to clobber Florida. It's crazy. It's crazy times. But hey, thanks for the prayers. Thanks for watching. God bless you, folks. I'll see you on the next one.